Belichick on Jets' firing of Robert Saleh. Bill Belichick recently weighed in on the New York Jets' decision to fire head coach Robert Saleh after just 5 games in the 2024 season, marking the first coaching change of the year. The Jets, sitting at 2-3, had struggled offensively, scoring a meager 9 points against the Denver Broncos and losing to the Minnesota Vikings in London. Belichick expressed surprise at the timing of the firing during an appearance on the Let's Go podcast, emphasizing that Saleh had established a strong defensive unit. It's certainly tough. Robert made them one of the best defensive teams in the league, he noted. Belichick highlighted Saleh's impressive turnaround from the 32nd ranked defense in his first year to consistently ranking among the league's best. While acknowledging the Jets' offensive struggles, particularly at quarterback, Belichick suggested that the decision felt premature. He remarked, "A long way to go in the season. Seemed like a premature move." He also characterized owner Woody Johnson's unpredictability in management decisions, saying, "Not out of character for the owner." Despite Saleh's defensive successes, the Jets' offense averaged the fewest points per game in the NFL under his leadership, leading to increased scrutiny from ownership. With Aaron Rodgers back from injury, expectations were high, but the team's inability to produce early in the season led to Saleh's dismissal. Haason Reddick holdout update. Haason Reddick remains the lone holdout in the NFL, creating a unique situation for the New York Jets. The 2-time Pro Bowl edge rusher was acquired from the Philadelphia Eagles on April 1, with the Jets trading a conditional 2026 pick that could turn into a second-rounder based on his performance metrics. However, Reddick has yet to report to the team. Despite being under contract for over 5 months, Reddick's primary concern is that he was promised a multi-year contract upon joining the Jets. But the team has insisted he fulfill the final year of his current deal, which features a non-guaranteed base salary of $14.25 million. His decision to hold out has already cost him over $5 million, prompting a change in representation. He recently hired veteran agent Drew Rosenhaus to negotiate on his behalf. Rosenhaus has already communicated with Jets general manager Joe Douglas and aims to bridge the gap between Reddick and the team. Historically, he has successfully repaired player-team relationships, like when he helped Plaxico Burress land a lucrative deal after a similar situation. The crux of the negotiation lies in Reddick's desire for a multi-year contract averaging at least $20 million per year. Reports indicate that the Jets are reluctant to commit to such terms without seeing Reddick play well in the 2024 season. Rosenhaus has until Week 13 to finalize a deal that would allow Reddick's season to count toward his contract, enabling him to enter free agency in March 2025. Tua Tagovailoa injury update. Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel provided an optimistic update on Tua Tagovailoa, who is currently on injured reserve following a concussion. With the Dolphins coming off their Week 6 bye, they will face the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday with a backup quarterback. McDaniel indicated that the news surrounding Tagovailoa's recovery is positive and expressed confidence that the quarterback will play again this season. However, he did not specify whether Tagovailoa would begin practicing next week, although he is eligible to return after the team's Week 7 matchup. There's still information that he's seeking this week, McDaniel said. As far as timelines go, I know he's not playing this week, and I do expect to see him playing football in 2024. But we'll let the process continue. This marks the first time McDaniel has publicly considered the possibility of Tagovailoa returning this season since his injury during the Week 2 game against the Bills. He emphasized that his focus has been on the well-being of Tagovailoa rather than fixating on specific timelines. After this week, the Dolphins will have the opportunity to open Tagovailoa's practice window, allowing 21 days for them to activate him onto the 53-man roster if he is ready to return. Deshaun Watson's status as starting QB for the Browns. Despite a rough start to the season and a disappointing 20-16 loss to the Eagles that dropped the Browns to 1-5, head coach Kevin Stefanski has reiterated his commitment to keeping Deshaun Watson as the starting quarterback. Watson has faced significant struggles, completing just 16 of 23 passes for 168 yards with no touchdowns and taking 5 sacks in the latest game. Stefanski maintains that Watson gives the team the best chance to win, stating, "We're not changing quarterbacks. We need to play better. I need to coach better." Watson himself acknowledged the team's offensive issues and expressed a need for improvement, saying, "We have to do something a little bit to lock in so we don't cost ourselves any more games." Watson's performance has been historically poor, with the Browns ranking near the bottom in several offensive categories. Fewest passing yards per attempt, 5.2. Fifth fewest passing yards overall, 1.036. Most sacks taken, 31. Tied for fewest rushing touchdowns, 2. Third fewest points per game, 15.8. With Jameis Winston as the backup and Dorian Thompson-Robinson as the third-string option. The pressure will be on Watson to turn things around quickly. The Browns face the 2-4 Cincinnati Bengals next, and continued struggles could intensify calls for a change at quarterback. For now, though, Stefanski is standing firm on his decision. NFL Week 6 grades. Buffalo Bills, B. The Bills secured a hard-fought 23-20 victory over the Jets on Monday night. Josh Allen showcased his versatility, throwing for 2 touchdowns and running effectively when needed. The defense stepped up when it mattered, especially with Taron Johnson's key interception. However, the missed kicks from both teams made the game closer than it should have been. Dallas Cowboys, F. In a stunning blowout, the Cowboys were thrashed 47-9 by the Lions. This loss tied for one of the most embarrassing in Jerry Jones' ownership. The defense has been a liability, allowing record-setting points at home. The team must regroup during their bye week, as concerns about Mike McCarthy's job security loom large. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, A. The Buccaneers delivered a statement win with a 51-27 rout over the Saints, marking the first 50-point game of the season. Baker Mayfield played efficiently, and the offense was explosive, contributing to a high-scoring affair. This performance highlighted their potential as a playoff contender. Chicago Bears, A-. The Bears continued their offensive resurgence with a dominant 35-16 victory over the Jaguars. Caleb Williams shined with 4 touchdown passes, marking his growth as a franchise quarterback. The Bears have now scored 35-plus points in back-to-back games for the first time in over a decade, showcasing newfound offensive potency. Detroit Lions, A. After a dominant win against Dallas, the Lions are proving they're legitimate contenders. Jared Goff has been exceptional, and the offense clicked on all cylinders. Losing Aiden Hutchinson to injury is a blow, but the team's depth and performance have kept them atop the NFC North. New York Jets, C. The Jets played tough but fell short against the Bills. Aaron Rodgers had moments of brilliance, but missed opportunities in the red zone and 2 critical missed field goals sealed their fate. With 3 consecutive losses, questions about their efficiency and play calling have emerged. Jacksonville Jaguars, D. The Jaguars' struggles continued in a disappointing loss to the Bears. Despite a late rally from Trevor Lawrence, their defense was unable to contain Chicago, and the lack of offensive consistency is concerning. With a record of 1-5, significant changes may be necessary if they want to turn things around. Other notable grades. Minnesota Vikings, B+. After a bye, they maintained their solid start to the season. Green Bay Packers, B. A strong showing against the Cardinals has them in contention. Los Angeles Chargers, B-. They continue to show flashes of brilliance but remain inconsistent. As the season progresses, teams will need to address their weaknesses and build on their strengths to stay competitive in the playoff race.